Hi, you guys. Just came back from my walk. Okay, so I just posted a short that where I suggested that you guys do a sugar fast with the Master Cleanse. And I said that because I keep getting questions about whether or not I use sugar in my diet. So I eat a high simple carb diet. I don't really have a need for added sugar in my diet or added table sugar in my diet. Is sugar in my diet? Yeah, it's in my diet as a sweetener. So if I want to sweeten some tea or something like that, then yeah, I'll have some sugar. But to like eat it as a food, I don't have a need for that. I eat a lot of fruits. I really don't need extra calories in that sense. I have suggested to you guys that if you want to add sugar to your fruits, if it's not ripe, you can. Personally, if the fruit is not ripe, I chuck it. I don't even bother with it because it's too acidic. So I don't want it. And I'm kind of like spoiled that way. I just that's just I don't want unripened fruit. I grew up in the Caribbean. I grew up eating sweet fruits. I don't want unripened fruit. It tastes nasty. I don't care how much sugar you put on it. It tastes nasty. So I don't really have sugar per se in my diet. Um, Now I do have protocols that use sugar, and I didn't invent this protocol. It's called the Master Cleanse, and that's really the only time I have sugar and like actual sugar in a protocol. So what's the protocol? Basically, it's a lemonade diet, and it's a lemonade diet for 10 days minimum. And what you're going to do is you're going to take lemon, some sweetener of your choice. It can be the original Master Cleanse calls for maple syrup, but you don't have to use maple syrup. You can use honey. I've used different sugars along the way. Usually I'll use cane sugar, but I've used honey, I've used maple syrup, I've used cane sugar, I've used cane sugar with blackstrap molasses, so it's up to you. But basically what I do is I make a jug of lemonade for the day, and I try to get it to mimic cane juice, because cane juice is really it's really powerful stuff. You can look into it. But essentially, what I do is I make a gallon's worth of juice. So I put about 16 ounces of fresh pressed lemon juice in water, and usually that's about 6 lemons. So the juice of 6 juicy lemons. If you're using cane sugar, I put about 2 cups and 2 1/4 cups around there. I'll taste it, see how I feel, but around 2 cups, no less than 2 cups for me, because I want to get about 2,000 calories for the entire day, right? And I also put a little tip of blackstrap molasses, and I put chlorella in mine because, like I said, I want to get it to mimic a little bit of sugarcane juice, and sugarcane juice has chlorophyll in it. So that's how I make my Master Cleanse. Okay, so it's gonna be your sweetener of choice. You can calculate how many calories you need. If you're using cane sugar, then you can do about 2 cups. That'll get you 2,000 calories. Water, I make enough juice for a gallon's worth. Okay, and I put in 16 ounces of fresh pressed lemon juice, and that's basically it. You know, the chlorophyll is extra. You can use chlorophyll. I use chlorella. That's extra goodies on top. The molasses, extra goodies on top. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I do it. It's just extra. I like it. All right. I hope that helps someone. Bye.